Finally, the trail picks up here, and the tracks are still fresh. We must be close.
They must think us far behind. As if they could think we'd let them go after they killed one of our own.
We'll avenge your brother, Yorn. Have no fear about that. Apprentice, stay close to us and watch your back. Don't let any Dragonkin get the drop on you.
There they are. Nicely done, Song Khan.
They seem to have gathered here.
So that's why my brother was unable to get away. He was ambushed.
The Dragonkin in the plains are not usually so organized. They're congregating, plotting ambushes, laying traps. Something will surely have changed.
Then it's up to us to find out what that is.
It's a Dragonkin idol, and the ground, it's soaked in dragon's blood. Astria, what could this mean?
It's a place of worship.
Take cover! Dragonkin! They've come to defend their sanctuary! Is anyone hurt? Sonkan? Apprentice?
We're fine. Somehow.
The way the corrupted reacted to our presence proves it. Whatever we discovered is deathly important.
We've discovered a new kind of Dragonkin. Foul, toxic, with amphibian mutations. It's like no enemy we've ever encountered before. Astria, you're the expert in draconic rites. Do you have any idea where they could have come from?
All signs point to a ritual of corruption. And from the sheer amount of blood spilled here, we can assume they have enslaved a host of victims.
Wait a moment. Their poison seems similar, like mine. The statue is crafted from black willow. It must be from the Jaxara's swamp. My clan's caravans used to stop for supplies there, before passing through your lands.
So far from here. Could the Dragonkin have carried this idol all the way across the plains?
There would have to be countless adepts among their number if so. We must warn the Council of Montesky without delay.
Would the Dragonkin really have crossed the plains solely to abduct followers? Are you certain, Sankin? Was it really Black Willow Wood?
I am a Kongarati tracker. I would never mistake a plant. This statue is from Jaxara. There's no doubt in my mind.
If you're right, every soul in Jaxara may already be twisted into their service. Let us only hope they are not planning to launch an assault on Montesky.
Over here. Let's follow the path back to Montesky. There's not a moment to lose.
We need to convince the Council to send us on a mission to Jaxara. If we allow this cult to spread even further outside our walls, the citizens will starve.
Given the scale of this invasion, it should not be difficult to win the Councilors over. They'll surely decide to attack in force.
Perhaps it would be best to learn more about our enemy before rushing in. If we are to root out a cult of this size, we need to avoid making any hasty decisions.
There would be one way to learn more about these creatures. A reconnaissance mission. If we send a small group, they may go unnoticed. A few skilled soldiers need only enter their lands and target their sanctuaries and camps. Then we'll see how they respond.
Wait a moment. You're suggesting we all take part in this operation?
Of course. I'm not going to be risking my skin on my own.
These Dragonkin have already killed one of our group. It would be madness for all 5 of us to offer our necks to their blades. Only 4 of us are fit to breach enemy lands. 5 if you include the apprentice. Let's not take the risk of us all throwing ourselves into the lion's den.
And what exactly are you suggesting, Sultan? Facing this cult down with a party of 2 to 1,000?
Whether we're 2 or 5, we have no chance of eliminating all the corrupted. But their orders are delivered by a leader. If we were to cut off the serpent's head, so to speak, let's work with a group of 2. Make use of the element of surprise and rid ourselves of them before reinforcements arrive.
I wonder whether I wouldn't prefer a good old-fashioned melee instead.
So be it. The apprentice will accompany Sonkan while we protect the borderlands around the Alliance. The apprentice will gain a bit of experience in the company of a tracker. All that leaves is the accolade, and to make him a dragon hunter officially.
Why worry about the formalities, Alaric? Just give him the scale of light already. Let's not hang about on ceremony.
These pledges may mean nothing to you, Nomad, but may I remind you that we are in Montesky, capital of the Order of the Eternal, and it is this order that, if I may say so, leads the Alliance, welcomed you into the city, and protects the scales of light. We have made enough compromises as it is.
So, your custom should be respected, to the detriment of our own?
Be reasonable, Tracker. Need I remind you that your caravans would no longer exist had we not closed the last gates of the Eternal? If we had truly wanted to be rid of your traditions, it would have happened long ago. You were able to profit through trade after taking neither side during the war that turned so many men against one another. Now that we are allies, why persist with this way of life when you could simply travel by gate? Sooner or later, Tracker, your people will need to change their ways.
And who are you to dictate how our ways should change?
That's enough, both of you. The war of men is ended. Do not forget, the dragons are the true enemy here.
The Dragonkin number more than ever, and they are rapidly...
Please forgive this intrusion, councillors. Alas, Grand Tracker, I fear I do not bring the news you are hoping for.
Speak, Hunter.
As you ordered, we found the Dragonkin that killed one of our own. In doing so, we discovered an ascendant cult, one which swells in number.
They are practicing corruption rituals in the plains around Monteskai. According to Sankan, the idols they are using are from Jaxara, and the ground there was drenched in dragon's blood. I fear that their intentions have been made all too clear.
They have come to desecrate the plains? This close to Monteskai? How have they been able to escape our notice for so long? We will need to act before they are able to launch an assault.
With your permission, Counselor, allow me to conduct a reconnaissance mission into enemy territory together with the apprentice. I know these lands well, since the Conqueror used to trade here.
2 hunters against an army of adepts? You cannot be serious.
The Dragonkin have flooded the plains, de Clerval, and redoubled their assaults against my clan. This hunter strategy would allow us to combat them on several fronts.
This is so. Allow Sankan and the apprentice to gather information at least. I will oversee them, and if there is need for it, we will call them back. I suggest we put our trust in our hunters, Auspex.
And what of the apprentice?
He is ready, Auspex.
Then your plan will have my support. High Priest Cornelius, proceed with the accolade.
Kneel, apprentice. Today, before the Eternal, you commit to our fight against the dragons until they draw their last breath, to hunting those who serve them, to sealing the breaches to their vile prison of Dracomundus forevermore, to ridding humanity of their corruption. As a token of your sacrifice, please take this scale of light. It is a relic of Miriel, the Drakiel who, long ago, managed to banish these ungodly creatures together with the Eternal. It will protect you from the corrupting influence of their voices. Today, it will make you a protector of humanity, a blade of the Eternal, a hunter of dragons. Arise, hunter. Non Draco sit mihi dukes. Let not the dragon guide me.
Come and find me at the jail before leaving Monteskai. Since Sun Can and yourself will be on your own in the Jaksara swamp, we are prepared to offer you our support.
The Grand Tracker and I have pooled the Order's resources and Kongirat's expertise to give you a decisive advantage. To meet the dragon's strength with our own, we have raised the first tame wormling.
And we have taught it how to fight alongside hunters. It will make for a fearsome ally.
Grand Tracker, be reasonable. Nobody has ever been able to tame a dragon. This creature is dangerous.
You are right, to a point. Raising it was not enough. To control these beasts of draconic perversion, we needed to purify and subject them to the power of the light. We used blessed seals to do just that. It is not their chains that keep them subjugated, Tracker, but rather our faith in the Eternal.
This wormling will accompany the new hunter. Your first mission promises to be a challenging one, and I am in no hurry to be called for a new accolade anytime soon. Innovation is one of the core values of our clan, Sun Can. I wager your opinion will change once you've seen this creature at work.
With all respect, Grand Tracker, I highly doubt it.
Follow me.
I'll be waiting for you here.
This wormling will add its power to your attacks. Now, Hunter, let us rid ourselves of the cult that is poisoning the Jaksara swamp.
Keep an eye on your wormling. I don't like to see the Order getting involved in the clan's research. I often adventured in the Juxara swamp, and I believe I know a village there where we can begin our search. Keep your scale close. The dragon's whispers are louder here, in Dragonkin territory. We must remain vigilant. This part of the plains has not been cleared. No doubt it will be infested with Dragonkin. Damn it. We'll have to fight our way through here. Marauders have taken the village.
The farm to the east is being attacked. I beg of you.
Looters?
Yes, but they're not alone. They have monstrous creatures with them.
Dragonkin. They likely corrupted the Marauders, catching them unawares while they were looting abandoned settlements.
We were helping the priest restore the old stone gateway near the farm when they appeared out of nowhere.
We'll head over there and help him. Now flee. Head for Monteskai. Hells. I recognize this cursed priest. It's Jerome, Cornelis' right-hand man, and the only civilian to possess a scale of light. Yorn's brother was killed while protecting this undeserving underling. We always found him holed up in the most sinister of places, studying Dragonkin spells for the Meridians.
To me, hunters! These villains have brought the Dragonkin upon us.
Hell, Jerome! Where's the rest of your escort?
I gave them the order to evacuate the villagers while I did what I could to buy them some time.
You mad fool. You think yourself a dragon hunter now, do you? In the Eternal's name, keep your distance.
Thank you for helping me out of that tight spot, hunters.
What are you doing here, Jerome? Restoring a gate, or so say the villagers? Don't tell me it's a gate of the Eternal.
Well, in truth, follow me and you'll understand.
So, will you tell us what's going on?
The Dragonkin cast some manner of spell upon this gate. Nobody knows precisely what they intended to do, but Meridius Cornelis is afraid they may yet put it to twisted purpose. The gates of the Eternal are connected to one another by the Great Light Lamps, which the Order once used itself back during the time of the War of Men. They were sealed when the Kongarati trackers joined the Alliance.
We need to break this spell.
Indeed. And to do so, we need to reopen this gate and reconnect it to the city using a scale of light. That's why I was dispatched here.
I don't believe a word. The Council could never have approved this decision. Grand Tracker Eula would have opposed it.
And yet I truly did receive such orders, Tracker. We cannot leave the gate at the mercy of our enemies. To rid ourselves of this spell, we will need to channel divine energy to re-establish its connection. Then, the Dragonkin will no longer be able to approach it.
I don't like this. The decision would have come from the Council. I suggest we look for another solution.
The Dragonkin have likely already corrupted other gates hunters. Time is not on our side. I will explain our present situation to the Council personally. For now, it should be enough to use your scale of light to break the spell. This gate should then immediately link up with its twin in Montesky. How magnificent! I will return to Montesky and inform the Council. If you discover any other corrupted gates, do not allow the Dragonkin to get close to them. Good hunting, both of you, and may the dragon never tempt you.
Well, Alaric, have we made enough compromises now? Let us set off again. We have a cult and its adepts to dispose of. We've crossed the frontier. If we were to remove our scale of light now, we risk falling prey to the dragon's whispers and the corruption that their words sow, and not even a single sign of combat. The people living here must have abandoned their homes, or worse. We're definitely heading in the right direction.
Over here! You're dragon hunters, aren't you? By the Eternal, please, spare me. I'm human still.
You've drunk dragon's blood.
I don't know. It's been weeks since Dragonkin corrupted our water. Some of us have surrendered to it already. I hear their voices. Those of the Dragonkin, that of the dragon. Oh, they're in my head. Save me, please, please. Make them stop. I beg of you.
You can hear not only the voice of dragons, but also those of Dragonkin?
I hear them all, I tell you. The adepts and the hostages they took from the mystères. They'll never be silenced, never. Always the same words again and again. And the prisoners, oh, the prisoners, their constant attempts to break their spirits, to corrupt them, just like us, like us.
You claim to always hear the voices of the Dragonkin. Have you overheard where they're keeping their hostages?
I hear them, but I refuse to listen. I don't want to lose my mind.
I'm afraid it's too late. There is dragon's blood running through your veins. You're lost already. But even so, you can help the others to escape your fate.
Am I going to die?
I will stay by your side. I will help you. As for the rest, don't forget those people that are dear to you.
You're right. I want to give them a chance.
We still know almost nothing about these Dragonkin. Where have they come from? What powers does their blood impart? Whose orders are they following? I'll watch over this poor soul and try to find out where the hostages are being held. As for you, see if you can gather a node, an egg, some corrupted flesh, anything the Grand Tracker may be able to study. We know little of the effects of Viridian Dragon's blood, and these corrupted appear to have gorged themselves on it.